Hi everybody, this is a light language transmission. It's in the Ascension deck series and this is card number 12. These cards are being, they're artworks that have been channeled with light codes in them, and I'm making them into tarot cards to share the frequencies and the healing and the Ascension energies. This is number 12. They've all been created over a period of time since 2007 until present. And they're just, the light language is going to upgrade them to current energies and assist you to integrate the energies from the paintings. So this one is, it's called abundance, but it's also like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is really the long name for it. It started out as a vision. The paintings come to me as visions, and they all have a story and they all evolve and they grow like real beings do. I see the paintings as alive. So it started off as two young children standing on a bridge high above a valley with two cliff faces. And it started to rain. So they were meeting in the middle, because as children we do. The separation is not perceived in children. Children, everyone is safe and everyone's friendly, and you can connect at a more heartfelt level before you've learnt who's not safe and who to avoid and how people are different. And so in this vision, these two innocent children, I would say probably around 5 years old, were connecting on a bridge between two polarities, and it was a rainbow bridge, and suddenly it started to rain, but the water coming down, it wasn't water, it was light codes, but it came down as rain. And so as the light codes came in, it turned everything golden, including the children. And I watched these children grow up with these golden light codes in them, and everything around them golden. So the sun, the golden energy was coming through the great central sun. It was a golden, solar, abundant, higher conscious light codes coming in. To me, this represents the ascension process and the upgrades that we've been constantly going through with the, higher photonic light coming in as well. So this rain rained down and everything became golden, and the couple became golden. And as they danced together, as they grew up separately, they were connected in the same way that the sunflower is connected. So we've got these sunflowers. See that the center of the sunflower is brown, like his coat, and the outside of the sunflower is golden, like her dress. And so as dancers, he is the center and the stem that's leading her. She is the petal. So as the stem moves in the wind, the petals obviously move with the stem. And they are one being. So it's not that he's in control and she's not. It's just that they are both two parts of a whole, and they move as one. So as they're dancing, they move as one. He may be leading in a sense, but really they're both following a divine flow that's moving through both of them, as they are both parts of a whole. And so they represent the sunflower. And the sunflower turns its head to follow the sun wherever the sun goes. And the rainbow represents unity of all the colours of the spectrum. And they span all colours of the spectrum. They are wholeness. And they dance together as one. Every movement is moving through them, and it's beyond consciousness. They're in their spirit. There's golden energy coming out her hands, her healing hands. Everything she touches turns to gold, and that is because of the connection between them as a whole. They are whole, they're balanced. You can see his arms holding around her waist. It's almost like a movement from him, connected and grounded, through her and out her hand, and out her hair into her environment, affecting all around her. So just them embodying the golden energy is them affecting everything around them as they are one with everything around them also, so it's also a singular process, a flow of energy through them into their environment. And the sunflowers also reflect that. So as the sun moves, the sunflowers move, and they are one with the sunflowers. So I hope you get the energy, the vibe and the meaning of that and the vision that came through. So that's kind of a conscious understanding of the codes associated with this painting. They also represent the twin flame couple, and my twin flame currently has this painting on his wall. As I was painting this, he posted a picture on Facebook of him in that position, walking past a poster full of sunflowers, and I was literally painting this painting with all the sunflowers and a man facing that direction in that stance. It blew my mind, the synchronicity. When I told him about it, he wanted to have the painting, so he has it. Let's bring. So another thing that's coming up is I feel guided to do the transmission for this painting and do the meaning behind it for the Ascension deck that's coming, is that part of the Ascension process is upgrades, and at the moment I'm getting a strong focus on the upgrade of the brain, especially the frontal lobe of the brain. I'm getting a lot of information about things like migraines and stroke and dementia, being, or forms of dementia kind of being cleaned up, being a thing of the past. So the healing of those as a collective in our DNA, and a shift out of living from a mental viewpoint, a strategic, logical viewpoint, and moving into a heart-centered way of living, a way of perceiving the world, a unity consciousness rather than a separation consciousness. So I fully expect those energies to come in during this transmission, and that's also reminding me that the sunflowers are like the heads of the flower, and their attention is to the sun, to the solar energies, to the golden energies, to the abundance matrix rather than the lack matrix. So if you just get yourself into a peaceful space, somewhere quiet where you can receive the energies, let your body know that it's safe to receive them. And I'm also being guided to tell you that as I painted this process, they started off as children. Then the rain actually came down. I drew the rain in. And the rain turned his coat golden, it turned her dress golden, and the rainbow was narrower and it became wider. It really went through an evolutionary process. See if I can find some photos of the process and put it in the video. But I really want you to receive the codes in the image. So let your eyes wander over the image, wherever they wander, and receive the codes into your physical body, into your energy field. And simultaneously allow the sound, the light language to come in, being told it's going to really enhance the empathic centers, the compassionate centers, the telepathic communication centers. Focusing on the green ray, the one right in the center, which is like the heart chakra color, and how it's activating both their hearts. And interesting, when I was painting that, there was a really strong focus on that ray. And of course there's a lot of green in the sunflowers, and you can see it reflected down her dress as well. You can see the whole rainbow reflected on his coat and in her dress and on her skin and in her hair. Feeling the gold coming out her hands now with the heart activation. So I'm seeing the red ray now, the base chakra really grounding these high frequencies into the base chakra, the survival level. Clearing out poverty consciousness, lack consciousness, bringing in abundance consciousness. I'm seeing her nose, her smell senses. And so I'm getting a sense of the fragrances around her in an abundant world, and I'm feeling, and I feel this may also be Ascension symptoms, having more sensitive smell senses, and I'm seeing his seal point at the back of his neck near his atlas, as he connects to his multi-dimensional aspects, star beingness, starts to get fed multi-dimensional realities. I'm seeing the purple and the magenta. I'm seeing the back of her sacral chakra at her lower back. Feel the Kundalini energy being activated, and the yellow solar plexus being released. Call the yellow ray, the optimism, the joy. Her third eye plus her sacral chakra. Heart really activating. High heart. You can see her high heart exposed there in that position with her head back. So the area between her throat and her heart, on her chest, like the thymus area, which is a desire to fulfill the life's purpose, and getting the vision into her third eye about how to go about that. She has her eyes closed, indicating surrendered meditative state. His focus and attention is on her. Seeing the midnight blue representing the night sky, representing the mystery, the unknown, the unconscious, and our connections to our star heritage, our star homes, our higher knowledge, and how he's wearing that midnight blue in his trousers, and that is stabilizing him on the earth. And feeling his hands fill up with golden energy. All the cells of his body filling up with golden light. Akataka taka satoko boko toko toko chupusakataka kataka toko sobotiti katakotoko asakatapa taka chukoboko soko potoko chuposo toko potoko toko potoko chupoko toko sokotopo asakataka taka chuboko so toko potoki tapataka chuboko so tika pataka chuboko to asakatapataka chuboko to potoko potokota asabataka pataka boko koko to boko so toko chuboko koko so koko her heart, throat and voice activating. Her legs filling up with golden energy. Purple ray. I feel cycles shifting, karmic cycles clearing out. Anything low vibration and abundance clearing out. Feel a real activation of the cells, like a tingling of the cells of the body. Okay, and I feel his mouth activated, his physical mouth, in terms of now he can express what he sees in his third eye. That purple ray's really been activated in him. So I can see the divine masculine now being able to speak his truth. It's like now also he can see the divine feminine and the divine feminine within himself, and he can speak his truth about how he feels and what he sees in a way that he couldn't before. Ishakatako. So blessings everybody, please receive those energies well. Make sure you drink a lot of water and take time to rest. Anything that comes up physically or emotionally, allow it to come up with love, allow it to come into your consciousness and move out. Blessings everybody.